Backlash and the demand for change tonight after a black player with the Duke University Blue Devils volleyball team was called a racial slur during that game. It happened Friday night during a match against Brigham Young University in Utah. Now BYU faces harsh criticism for its response and how long that response took. Newsy's James Packard is live from Los Angeles for us on this one. And James, Duke and the players, of course, weren't happy with Brigham Young's response. What can you tell us?
No, they sure weren't. I got to tell you that Rachel Richardson, one of the starting players for Duke's team, posted on Twitter and Instagram over the weekend saying during a match on Friday, one of the fans in the student section of BYU's portion of the arena started yelling at them a racial slur, and they had to battle through that. They initially told the BYU coaching staff, they told the officials there at the game what was going on. And Rachel Richardson, for one, says the BYU coaching staff and officials did not immediately take action to rectify that. Eventually they did. And in fact, she praised BYU's athletic director for immediately acting as soon as he found out. But she says overall the response was woefully inadequate. Now, at the same time, you're hearing reaction from people within that community, within the school, alumni as well, who are critical of a culture that allows someone to feel comfortable enough saying that at a game. And several black students and alumni say this is not surprising. The athletic director, though, did admonish the crowd at a Saturday game the day after this happened. It was moved actually to a site off campus and restricted from public fans. Only officials and family members were actually allowed to attend that game, in part because of this incident, entirely because of this incident, actually, and players feeling unsafe. I want you to listen to a portion of what that athletic director said on Saturday.
I ask that everyone at all of our games that represent BYU, that you will have the courage to take a stand and be able to take care of each other, and more importantly, the guests, our guests who we invite to come and play here. We are responsible. It's our mission to love one another and treat everybody with respect. And that didn't happen. We fell very short.
You heard him there. He is getting some criticism today for not actually calling those comments racist during those remarks, calling them egregious and hurtful. The player who made these statements publicly confirming that this happened, Rachel Richardson, she said she didn't want anyone to think of her as a helpless victim. She said this in part during the end of her statement. I pushed through and finished the game. On behalf of my African-American teammates and I, we do not feel as though we are the victims of some tragic, unavoidable event. We are proud to be young African-American women. We are proud to be Duke student athletes, and we are proud to stand up against racism. There had been some calls, Natalie, for Duke to have stopped playing and refused to continue going until that person was removed. And she's saying it was right to keep going, although they are not satisfied with that reaction. At 11 o'clock, by the way, you're going to hear more from the community and those black students who don't think this is a particularly surprising event at BYU.
Yes, it's a story that deserves certainly more attention, and we appreciate it, James. We'll look forward to that tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern, right here. James Packard in L.A.